Welcome to Local SEO in 10. This is your go-to podcast for answers about how you can grow your local business online easily and quickly. Brought to you by local SEO experts Magnified Media in Walnut Creek, California. In each 10-minute episode, our digital marketing expert Adam Duran answers your questions on how you can get more leads for your business fast. Remember, if you're not taking care of this part of your business right now, you can bet your competitors are. And now, here's our host with the questions, Jamie Duran, and our expert with the answers, Adam Duran.
Hello, Adam.
Hey, Jamie.
All right. How's your week going?
It's going good. Going good as usual.
Yep.
Always great. Always
great.
Yeah. Today, I have a great question, though, Jamie. It's one that plagues the SEO industry.
Okay.
Been doing so for years. Every year we ask the same question. Is SEO dead in 2025? Well, we probably don't do 2025. But anyway, we hear this question every year. And a lot of it definitely is based on fear, right? So first it was Google taking over all of search results. You know, if you're Wikipedia, you saw when Google started showing Wikipedia results, you know, for actors and for whatever, those snippets on Google search results, they took away all of those searches to those websites. So that was one reason why people said, oh, is SEO dead? And then the other one now, of course, is AI, right?
Ooh,
so the influx of AI has really massively changed Google and search results and how Google responds to those. So we, of course, here we're talking about local SEO. So the organic presence of a local business. That's what we focus on here at Local SEO in 10. So I wanted to answer definitively in 2025 for local businesses. Jamie, what do you think? Is SEO dead or not?
Not.
You are correct.
Well, that's good. Otherwise, this would be the end of the podcast. And then
that's right. That'd be so sweet. Okay. No.
No one wants to hear that.
No. So SEO for local businesses, definitely not dead. Google still relies on things like local signals. They're called local signals to show businesses in organic results. So those organic results are the top 3 businesses that show up for a service. So if you're a plumber or a towing company, Google definitely still rewards those businesses who are the most trustworthy with the highest visibility locally. So users still, of course, they're going to search for towing company near me or plumber near me, those kind of things. So things like those businesses that have great reputations, they have great backlinks to them, they have great content on the site that's relevant to that user, those kind of things, all Google rewards, and they reward those businesses, those websites with visibility. So that's great. So we want to just make sure that if you're a local business owner, you're listening to this, you're going to still think this is still important. So you still should do this if you want your phone to ring. Okay?
Sounds good. Yep.
All right. So one of the things that you should know is that in 2025, Google's focusing, the focus has turned, or I guess, evolved into a few different things. One, are you the end of the search? So when you're talking about if somebody's looking for a plumber and they type in plumber near me and then they come to your site, are they finishing their search there by reaching out to you in some way, or are they clicking back and then and they're going to another plumber, right?
Oh, yeah.
You want to make sure that you are the end destination. And you do that a number of ways, but definitely answering that user intent as quickly as possible. You know, if you're a plumber and I have a clogged sink, making sure that when I go to your website, it says, we fix clogged sinks, right? Don't make me search around. I don't care about water heaters right then. I care about my clogged sink. So those kind of things, make sure that you have aligned that user intent with the services that you perform. Don't make them look around, because if they can't answer that question pretty quickly, they're going to press that back button. That's not good for you. Okay? That's a big change. That is definitely a big change. So And Google definitely tracks that behavior. So if that happens to a lot of people, they click on that back button and go and keep searching. Yeah, it's going to hurt the ranking of your business and the visibility of your Google business profile. And that is definitely bad for your business. Okay?
Yep.
All right. So aligning yourself with that user intent and with your services, definitely really, really important and continues to be important moving forward. Okay. Next thing. So what you should focus on now as a business owner, definitely your Google business profile. Like we've talked about before, make sure that it is fully filled out. You have tons of photos. You have your services listed. Google allows you a place where you can add your services. So definitely take advantage of that. There's an FAQ part of your Google business profile. Fill that out. All that kind of stuff. Make sense? Good.
Yep.
All right. And then other things you want to talk about or you want to look up is schema. Schema. We've done episodes on schema in the past. So look up, go back and you can go to our library and search for schema. Make sure that your schema is done correctly for your business. Make sure that you have local backlinks. Jamie's talked about being Chamber of Commerce member. That's an example of a local backlink that has a lot of power. So make sure you have those. Let me see the other ones. AI stuff. All right. So you're going to definitely still use AI for your business. It's okay for your online presence. And you can use AI to create your FAQs, any ways to weave in your local cities that you serve. Those kind of keywords are really important for Google to understand your service area, that kind of stuff. That's how you would use AI the best. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So on your content that you're creating on your blog, so you definitely want to start with addressing pain points for your clients. What do I do if kind of things, top 10 reasons or top 10 ways to do whatever. These are all things that if they're done correctly or when they're done, they answer people's questions, and more likely people, when they see that result on Google, will come to your website. So if everything is structured correctly, the other benefit is that the coming AI systems that are taking over, they will also come to your website and give your results in AI, or so in those chatbots. So like ChatGPT, if your site is done correctly, you have schema, it's straightforward, very simple answers to common questions, like from your FAQ, it's very possible that those answers will show up in AI and will lead to a phone call from them. Pretty cool. All right.
That would be great.
Yep. All right. So the other stuff, just to stay away from. So things that really don't work anymore. One, having plumbernearme.com. or whatever, sanfranciscocpa.com. That kind of stuff, having that domain. I don't know, Jamie, do you get those emails all the time, just like I do? People selling domains.
Only 7 or 8 a day. Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't need any of that junk. You can rank any URL pretty much, as long as it's not some weird one, but with a weird past. You can rank anything. So having whatever, sacramentocpa.com, it's not going to rank you in Sacramento. It's just it's just there. So don't buy any of that stuff. Don't go onto Fiverr and get 1,000 backlinks. That doesn't work either. That'll actually hurt your business and hurt that URL. So don't just put city names every other word in your content either, or make them invisible by putting whatever 500 city names that you serve on a white background in white text. Don't do that either. Okay. I've seen all these. That's why I'm.
What about flashing lights and a siren on your website? How about that?
On your monitor, sure. On the actual website, unnecessary. Okay. Also, if you're paying an agency to write a blog for you nowadays, and you can read that blog in less than 2 minutes or less than 3 minutes, it's probably thin content and it's worthless. So Stop paying for that junk. You need to have articles if you want them to rank, and you want Google, and you definitely do want them to rank, especially if you're paying for them. They need to be 2,000 words, 2,500 words, and they need to be structured in a certain way, so that way AI and Google loves them even more. I know we've done episodes on that, so you can go and check the show notes. I'll put some links to those episodes as well, so you know how to create them. That's all I got, Jamie. SEO is not dead. It's just refined. And it's going to be continued to be refined because, especially in this space, Chat GPT is here. And, oh boy, we got to adjust. That's all.
All right. Well, that's
Evolve.
all very good, and glad it's not dead because, then we wouldn't have anything to do on a Thursday afternoon.
Who's we? White man? I got tons to do.
Well, I know. That's
yeah.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Well, Adam, thanks very much for clearing that controversy up. We'll post that so people know that SEO is not dead, and it's actually bigger than ever. And AI is even making it turbocharged on steroids. So it's even more important to not get distracted from SEO goals. So with that, we will wrap it up there. We appreciate you listening and sharing this out. If you do know another business owner, even a chamber of commerce or networking group, feel free to share this out. This podcast and this topic especially is very meaningful because people are spending so much money on their websites and marketing groups and people who say they're going to help and new domain names and so forth and so on. So this really helps clear through the clutter. And if you did enjoy this podcast, please give us 5 stars wherever you're listening to it. And if you have a question about this topic or another topic in SEO, go to our website, magnifiedmedia.net. Click on the podcast button and put in that search term. And chances are there's 2 or 3 podcasts at least that discuss that. And if not, go to our LinkedIn or Facebook page, Local SEO in 10, and send us a message there. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks very much, everybody. I'll talk to you next week.
That's all for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Local SEO in 10 with Google local marketing expert Adam Duran. Join us each week for answers to your questions on how to best harness the power of the internet to grow your business. Speaking of questions, got some? Message us through our Facebook page, Local SEO in 10, and we'll be sure to give you your answer on an upcoming episode. This episode of Local SEO in 10 is brought to you by Magnified Media, the leading online marketing agency in Northern California, who invite you to grow your business by magnifying your online visibility and credibility. Visit them on the web at www.magnifiedmedia.com. Magnify your business, magnify your profits.